Shut up, Sergey. You fucking pompous, arrogant Arsenal fan. I hate this kind of Arsenal fan.
Is there any other?
When they're losing, they're pompous and arrogant, but they're losing, so it's fine. But when they're winning, it's just so annoying.
Hello and welcome to episode 124 of Draft Offsides. I'm with Tico and Enzo. My name is Keith, and I am back, baby.
He's back, baby.
I am back and ready to go. And apparently I need a talk glass because the episodes have been running a little shorter when I'm not here. That's the feedback I got.
Well, what we noticed was the Chelsea segments don't take 15, 20 minutes.
They never did. I was happy to move on.
Bro.
This is false narrative.
No, only when they lost, you were happy to move on. Anytime they won, it would go for them. Also, Keith, it's not because, you talk more. It's because you're a girth of knowledge and you have so much wisdom to give the podcasting world.
That's what I like. Thanks, Tico. That's why you're here.
Wow, Tico. That was really low, bro. All right, you got Gruev from Leeds. Midfielder, only 1% owned. Risky business, doesn't ghost well. This is a long shot. It's a last resort. But he's had a couple of good games.
There's always one midfielder at Leeds, right? If it's like it was Stash, when now he's injured, and then it was Longstaff and he got injured, and so maybe Webb is that guy again. But it feels like it's like that. There can be only one, like Highlander, there can be only one midfielder at Leeds that actually does something. Like Ampadu had a few games where he was good. It's just funny. Okay, sorry. Go ahead.
Dude, this is exactly what we're talking about. Justin, Leeds, defender, 14% owned, 2 goal contributions in the last 4 games, 3 double-digit games in the last 4. The 4-0 loss to Arsenal, was it a blip? And will he continue to get good points? Ryan, Bournemouth, forward, 43% owned, 2 games, 2 double digits, done well in their first start.
Sorry, Justin, you mean Jaden Bogle? Or is Justin someone else?
No, it's Justin.
Okay, I've been out of it. Okay, sorry, carry on.
Again, why do the episodes go so long? Ryan, Bournemouth, forward, 43% owned, 2 games, 2 double digits, done well in their first start. But all Bournemouth forwards have scored decent in this game. It's going to be a bit of a headache, I think, now for Bournemouth. Adley, Bournemouth, forward, 34% owned. Again, repeat, as was mentioned by Tico, but he's still only 34% owned. With 4 double-digit games now. Another Bournemouth forward for the rotation. And then another Bournemouth player, Hill, defender, 21% owned. 6 double-digit games in a row. Only 2 goal contributions and 1 clean sheet. I think this is the one. And then you got Sancho, Villa, mid, 15% owned. Scored well last couple games, 8 and a 13.5. Has been playing full 90s. That's what is concerning. But when he has had 70 minutes or more, he's actually scored pretty well. But it's a gamble. What do you guys think?
All right. What do you guys think? Tico, who would you put the highest? Because I kind of have like a few names I wouldn't be mad at being the highest name on here.
So I would go with Hill, Bournemouth. Their next games are Everton, West Ham, Sunderland, Brentford, Burnley. So clean sheets galore, or possibility of clean sheets. So I would go with him first, and then I would go Ryan. Bournemouth, he came from the Italian league, played for Vasco da Gama, and last year he scored 14 goals. So those are my top 2.
I like, I think the Bournemouth guys for sure. I think Adley too. I think all 3 of them might be the top 3, to be honest with you, on my mind. Just, this is actually, Bournemouth is the team that made me think about like the trend, like trending up or trending down like entire teams, like riding the lightning with entire teams. All 3 of these guys are doing really well. They have some injuries and they're still managing to do it, I think the Guev one could be like a really high upside pick, so if you think he's going to keep getting starts, and if he could do this again, but getting 2 assists in a game is pretty unusual. So, and Justin, like to Enzo's point, like damn, that's some big scores. So, Sancho is just so uninspiring, I think.
You think it's because what we've seen him do before, and like we just think he's going to get left on the bench again? That's what I'm thinking.
I think 1,000%. A couple other names I just want to throw out. We don't need to like go into depth on them. Where just interesting ones is Tyreek George going to Everton with Jack Grealish out. He might get starts on the left sooner rather than later, maybe. But it's just like that whole area it's pretty muddled. That team with all the players they have over there. So just something to look out for. Another one would be El Haj Malik Diouf is back, and he got a start. He got an assist and a clean sheet. So kind of interesting. He's 39% owned. Any thoughts there?
You're such a doof guy.
You're such a doof.
You like Diouf. You're very, very, very Diouf. I think he went down a little bit. I think we spoke about that before he came back from AFCON. But he's done pretty well since he's got back. And West Ham, it's been hit or miss. It's really only just AWB because Bowen's still inconsistent. But if Diouf can be that attacking, offensive, get crosses in, maybe get, because they're not going to get clean sheets. Let's be honest here. West Ham.
Well, they did last week, but yeah, that was the first. That's only the second one all year, I think.
Yeah.
But,
they're not going to get too many clean sheets.
Yeah, West Ham's been interesting though. Like Somerville and Fernandes have been both gems.
Somerville's been killing it the last. But is this a green patch?
Yeah, 5 and 5. I mean, kind of to level. Another name I want to shout is Angel Gomez on Wolves. Have you guys been? He's that Englishman that was playing in France, and he's on loan now over to Wolves. He got his first start against Chelsea. He's a midfielder. He finished with 9.5 points with all goals. So desperate times, but could be interesting.
I think Tammy Abraham too. I know he's probably owned pretty high up, but
I think the issue there is that I think Watkins already was starting, or he was playing again, so he's already back. So I'm more worried that he's gonna ruin Watkins' share than more so than he's gonna also be the
I
guy.
like Tammy. I think Tammy could take his spot.
You guys want to hear an interesting Somerville stat?
Go on.
Ever since Michael Carrick took over as the manager of United, he's the second-ranked player in the EPL.
Well, yeah, okay. You think that's a weird? There's like correlation is not equal causation type situation.
I'm not here to get philosophical about it.
He wants us to ask who's been the number one player since Michael Carrick took over.
Okay,
all right, let's get into some headlines.
Yeah, who's that?
Bruno Fernandes. Since January 5th, when Amorim got sacked, Bruno is the number one ranked player. He has a total of 107.75 points, averaging 21.55 points during that span, which is fucking insanity.
So he's wow. That's like record breaking if he continues that pace up.
Yeah, which if anyone can, it's Bruno. In the same time span, Patrick Dorgus is the fourth ranked player, 72 points at 24 points per game.
He hasn't even played that many, right?
No. He hasn't played. He's missed the last 2 games.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Under Carrick, this is what the numbers he put up: 28.25, 27.25, 16.5.
He had 2 goal contributions, right?
Yes. United players have been thriving. Talk about riding the hot hand. Casemiro, Dalot, Sesko, whenever he comes on, he's pretty active. Cunha and Mbeumo. So even players like Luke Shaw and Harry Maguire have been putting up great numbers. I
think this is another one you were trying to talk about, Q, about playing on the upside of like a team. You know what I mean? How the players are. It's another one.
Definitely.
I think it's another one, and obviously with United, it's more you're not going to find the attackers, but like Kobe Mainoo's been on waivers a little bit, and he's had some pretty solid numbers. Like there's a bunch of guys that are kind of like, it's like what's it? Wind lifts all sails. What's that saying? You know what I'm talking about? I don't know, some stupid saying, but pretty much like when a team's doing well, everyone does well. When the team does well, everyone does well. So.
Yeah. Got it.
I think the saying you're looking for is "We ride together, we die together." Bad boys for life.
I think the saying I was actually looking for is family. That's the saying I was looking for.
West Ham's next game. United's next game is against West Ham, and that's gonna be win number 5. The guy's getting a haircut.
You think
5 in a row?
This would be.
Why? Because people are talking about him so much?
Michael Carrick says something about it. I just want to get that. He called him a smug bastard's haircut. Because I guess he sees them online all the time.
It would be so United to lose this game, though.
It would be. But I don't think, honestly, it would be for
think
coming
they've turned
years.
a corner?
I think they've turned a corner. And it's not just because of the top of the games. The games before that, too. Michael Carrick's I thought it was a fluke. The first game against City, I thought it was a fluke. But then after that, he got results.
Oh, yeah. What about the Fulham game, though, where they had a lead and they lost it and they had required some late last heroics, So I think that there is an opportunity for them to get scored on by lesser teams. Yeah.
I also believe if the guy goes in the middle of the pitch, halfway line, where the kickoff spot, and they open it to tickets, I think enough people will buy it. There will be still a crowd to watch this guy cut his hair.
No, they wouldn't.
I'm like, why are they not doing that? If I was United, I would be so like, if I was a United marketing team, I'd be so all over.
They'll
just
put it
getting
on
him.
Manu TV or something. That's all you got to do.
I
Don't
could
fucking
also
put 'em.
shave it live on the podcast if you guys want.
It would be pretty
Let's go
short.
to the other Manchester team. At Nouri started 2 games in a row.
How did he score? I think he scored like 9.5 in the first one, in the last one. In the first one, he scored really low, like 1.25. So
Yeah, he scored 9.5 in the last week, this game week, and the one before 1.25. So that was his first start. But for all those people who hold on to him throughout the whole year, finally he's getting some playing time. Haaland tied his longest EPL streak of 4 games going scoreless. He had it 2 years ago. Obviously, he got the penalty, which I thought was soft, and it was his first goal at Anfield. I'm sure.
yeah.
It's got to be a first.
I want to talk. Wait,
fast.
I don't want to move away from Ryan at Nouri really quickly. If he is on waivers, is he up there for you to be like a number 1 or like a top pickup?
Absolutely.
Is he
Just
even
'cause of the
up there
upside?
in waivers?
66% owned.
It's not too
Yeah,
bad.
but
That's a
there's
good
plenty of
investment.
people that did drop him, so I think it's worth a conversation at
Yeah.
least. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, this was only his 5th start of the year in the 8-game total.
Pep is so fickle.
You know what I will say though? I think the biggest contributor, the reason that he's been starting games, he's back from AFCON, but B is Nico O'Reilly's been starting in the midfield.
he has
So
been
now it's like
midfield.
there's like no one on that left side. So now it's like that opens up that for him.
So the question is, when do the injured players come back? The Doku's, the
But I don't think that affects. I don't think a Doku would affect either of those guys.
No,
from,
you don't think that Cherky or someone else will play more central?
No, I think Nico O'Reilly plays more like a in the one of the 6s. You know, like one of the deep lying midfielders as opposed to one of the higher midfielders. You know,
Got it.
that's my thought. What else do we have, Tico?
Thiago only 4 goals behind Haaland, which is probably like
17 and 21, right?
17 and 21. Yeah. For next week, Arsenal and Wolves have double game weeks.
That'll probably.
Yeah. Our favorite of the podcast, Oscar Bob with 2 Bs, made his Fulham debut, played 6 minutes, 0 points. Steg Larsson starts, plays 90 minutes for Palace, and has 0 points.
Oh,
a big fat donut.
I tried to offer you a trade, Tico. I tried to offer him Voltamon. So because Tico has Wissa, I tried to offer him Voltamon so he can own that striker position for Strand Larson. He didn't want to take it. Would you take it now if I offered it?
One way to find out, Keith.
Can we just talk about how shady Palace is, though?
Why are they shady?
Because they tried to trade Mateta to the Italian teams, hoping that his knee injury wouldn't go fucking through the medical. And then as soon as he comes back and they deny him, he gets his freaking operation on his knee.
How much of that is Mateta?
That's a player decision.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a player decision to get sold, but as a Palace
for surgery as well.
No,
yeah,
I get that. That's not what I'm saying.
He was playing through the injury.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
I don't.
I think you're shitty. I don't think Palace is shitty. I think you're shitty, Enzo. That's what I think.
You know what happened? You know why he doesn't miss you, Keith? Because before, when he would say something like as ridiculous as this, it would be like 1 versus 1. But now the voice of reason is back, and obviously always takes my side because I'm always right. He gets outnumbered and he gets upset.
It's just so annoying.
Szoboszlai, what a golazo!
No, it sucked.
Keith, be tiebreaker. Was it a golazo or it sucked?
It was
a golazo.
It's
been a
There's no question about it. That might have been one of the best free kicks I've seen in years. Like since
way it moved.
Trying to think of the last one that was just that like jaw dropping. You know,
Payet.
I was gonna say Payet when I think he was the last great free kick taker at the EPL.
And that was what 20 years ago.
No.
Wait, Payet. The West Ham guy.
Yeah, the French guy.
Yeah. Sorry. Okay, but what also what happened with Szoboszlai? He got a red card in that same game.
It was a stupid red.
Yeah, it was useless.
He deserved it, but still stupid.
And that's a straight red too, right? Oh, but I think he still misses only 1 game because it's non-violent. It's a non-violent offense. So I think it's still a single game miss, but it should still be just a single game ban. I think you only get 3 when it's a violent conduct. But at the end of the day, it just still screws them. Like they did not care. Like they should have just let the goal go in. You should have just let the goal go in. If you would have known, you know, that was a situation.
Yeah. Should just let it go.
Cole
where's he?
Palmer.
Where's
Go ahead, Keith.
where's Szoboszlai in the ranking?
He's their
right
best
now?
player, isn't he? Isn't he their best player? Point wise?
Must be up there.
He is ranked 14th overall.
The best player for Liverpool?
Tika, remember when you traded him away for peanuts earlier in the season?
Well,
Yeah,
that's
but
true.
I guess I mean, could have been worse. I could have just dropped him.
Well, who did you get for him?
Well, who did you get for him?
Someone that's
The
not on your
player I
team
dropped.
anymore. Yeah,
Gibbs
so
White? Yeah.
You got Gibbs White for him?
No, you didn't.
No, Hudson Odoi.
There you go.
Yeah.
That sounds
Oh my
better.
gosh, that was
That sounds
crazy of
better.
you.
That's such a
was
good
crazy.
idea. Good
So
job.
I
Keith.
normally wouldn't have brought that up because you were so disrespectful to me earlier by bringing up Bruno Fernandes. I thought I'd rehash that. Okay, Tigo, next one.
Cole Palmer, first half hat trick. After I said he was the most disappointing player drafted, which I stand by. 2 penalties. That should be a hat trick with an asterisk. Cole Palmer, back to doing what he does best, penalty kicks.
Well, he's the first English player to score, first player in the Prem to score 3 first half hat tricks. No other player's done it.
And now he has 4 hat tricks for Chelsea too, which is the most of any player ever in Chelsea history.
That's it?
4.
Bro,
Yeah.
he's on his 3rd season, bro.
No, I mean for the history of Chelsea.
Yeah. In the Premier League. So in about the last 25 years.
I mean, I'm sure they were in the Premier League before that.
Yeah, I might.
You know how long the Premier League's been about, Tico?
Forever.
1990.
1996.
96. Oh. All right. Are those the headlines? Anything else to talk about?
There's a couple more. There are 2 teams that have now won an EPL game this year. Who knows who those 2 teams are?
I guess.
Yes.
Burnley.
That's one.
Okay.
Who's the other one? And who's the other one?
It's Tottenham, you fucking piece of shit.
Yeah, it's Tottenham.
We suck so bad.
But what's interesting is that like fantasy wise, they've kind of been okay, right?
Yeah, but real life, they suck. You know how hard it is to watch? And I've been waking up at 4 a.m. 4 in the fucking morning. Ruining my Saturdays. Ruining them.
Why? Why do you wake up
Because
at 4? The game's at 4:30.
Yeah, but I have to get myself ready. I got, make sure my lineup is good. Then I got to get a cup of tea, get myself situated, have a biscuit, get ready.
Okay. Do we how do we feeling about some of their assets though? Like, do we think first off, do you think they're going to get pulled into a relegation battle? Or is that just silly?
Yes.
Is that bad?
No.
Nah.
No,
they're
yes.
not.
Yes, definitely
not.
getting pulled in relegation, bro. You see the amount of injuries we got? It's absurd. I don't even know how we're still walking. Romero's going to be out now for 4 games. Danso's out. So now we've got to deal with friggin' top knot fucking Dragusin, who I can't friggin' stand, loses the ball left, right, and center.
Wait, if they get relegated and win the Champions League, would they be the first 2nd division team to participate in the Champions League for next year?
Yeah, I don't think anyone's ever done that.
Huh.
No, I don't
I'm going to tell you right now.
that.
You should be rooting for that historic team.
I don't know if that's going to... You know what? If we come low again in the league and we somehow win the Champions League, it's just fucking...
Would you take relegation if it meant that you won the Champions League?
No, I want to stay in the Premier League. But yes, maybe. You know why I want to win the Champions League? Just in case Arsenal wins the fucking league. Just in case.
You guys, I gotta
Just
shout something out. I thought there'd be a few more Tottenham players owned. I'm amazed at how few Tottenham players are owned in our league.
Well, because they're all injured.
But it's Conor Gallagher, Dominic Solanke, who both just came back from injuries.
Yeah.
Xavi Simmons. Well, this isn't right.
Yeah.
Something's not right here. Oh,
The goalkeeper?
Vicario.
okay, yeah.
No.
Vicario.
Keith, they only have one player that's... They only have 5 players that are averaging over 9 points. Ben Davis, who hasn't played, he's only played like 3 games.
And he just had operation.
Porro, Romero, Gallagher, who's a brand new player. What is he, like 4 games in? And Kudus. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been horrible.
Yeah, it's tough.
It's been horrible.
All right. Do you know
Horrible. I think he's talking about recent form because like Simmons is playing better.
Simmons is playing better.
And Romero been getting goals, so they've been scoring well.
Odegaard had a period where he was scoring. I mean, he obviously has
mostly Champions League though. It was mostly Champions League.
Yeah. So I think I don't know. I mean, it's just one of those tricky spots. So I guess I wanted to explore this idea with you, and this could be like a total miss or total hit. But I wanted to go through teams, and I wanted to get your opinion, just like blindly, if you think they're like trending up or trending down from a fantasy standpoint, not just a form standpoint. Because like I think those things can kind of be different. I think Tottenham's a good example. Like there's been Tottenham's kind of been trending up from a fantasy standpoint, right?
Mm-hmm.
But their form has been atrocious.
Yeah, like Solanke's been scoring well. Gallagher, Simmons been scoring well.
Simmons finally is coming good.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
I called that one.
No,
I
you
think
fucking didn't.
I think like Koulibaly has been okay, right? No,
No,
he's been absolutely trash.
Only Champions League.
Yeah. Okay, so let's look at another team then too. Let's look at Bournemouth, because that's the one that we were talking about earlier. Their schedule has not been they haven't been doing the best schedule wise, but I think they're like the top of the trend table from a fantasy waiver wire perspective.
Especially after losing Semenyo.
Yeah, right.
Like everyone, you look at the attacking options they got, they've been really stepping up. Krupi, I think he's the highest scoring team in Europe right now. Adley, Ryan, Evan Nilsson's still playing well. Like he got 11 points last game. I don't think he scored or got an assist. So yeah.
I heard you guys talking about Krupi in his name, and I was like, the one thing I want to say, remember I was talking about like Dorgy, where I'm like, oh, that sounds like a Star Wars character name. Krupi sounds like a Pokemon.
Mm-hmm.
Like Krupi, it sounds like some sort of magic heart type thing, So just wanted to shout that out. I feel like I was like listening to you guys talk, and I like wanted to make sure that was.
Is there a Krupi Pokemon?
What would the name be if Krupi evolved?
Krupinus.
Krupatite? Krupasaur?
Krupatite. Something like that.
Okay, what about another team? How about let's look at
Leeds.
Yeah, I mean Leeds is another one where we talked about Justin. Ampadu had a period of time where he was scoring a lot of points.
Mm-hmm.
Jason Bogle has scored twice.
Is there another defender?
Bogle. That's why I was so confused, because you're talking about what's his name, but like just Jason Bogle's like scored 2 goals or scored a goal last game.
I think there's another Leeds defender too. Is it Struck?
Struck's been doing well too. Yeah.
I think he just got injured though.
Yeah. So they've been playing well. They've been trending up from that standpoint, but they've been playing well. So it makes sense. What about Crystal Palace?
Should we talk about another one? Ooh,
Crystal Palace.
They're like in the middle, aren't they?
Their
defenders.
Their form is their form is down, but they're kind of down too. Like who's been playing well for them? Like their defense we think about their defense as that defense was so good at the beginning of the year, but that's kind of fallen off a cliff a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
Ishmael Sarr.
Ishmael Sarr. Yeah.
Scored last game.
He's actually on waivers in our league. Do you guys know that?
Whoa. Which one? Not anymore.
Wait, is it just tell me if it's a 12-man league? Because if it ain't, there's no point in me trying to go for him.
It ain't.
Yeah, it's fine. I thought that was just really weird and interesting.
It's not a conversation for you, Enzo.
I have no FAAB.
No FAAB having.
I don't think I'll ever do that again.
Spend 100 FAAB on a player?
Yeah, I don't think I'd ever do that again.
Can we take a detour a little bit? I was thinking of
Ryan.
I was going to call him Jack. I don't know why. How he justified spending 50 on Rodri. And I was looking at Rodri's number. There's no way in hell that there's a justification for spending 50 FAAB on Rodri. And
before his injury, that was totally justifiable. Everyone other than you two has been like, yeah, that made sense.
Who else is everyone?
Like the rest of the community on Discord. I don't know. Like both Joe and Ryan said that. I mean, think about it, guys. He was a top 20 player the year before. He had a bad start to the season, but like if you could get a top 20 player and spend 50 FAAB, if you could get a top 40 player and spend 50 FAAB, you're probably going to do it. But like now, you're trying to use his numbers now since he's come back from his injury and sucked to be like, no, that wasn't worth it 2 years ago when I did that.
Falsehoods. Because at the time I said it's not worth it, because that year, the 2023-24 was the one-off where he had 8 goals, 9 assists. Before that, he's never scored like he had before. And you're taking his greatest year ever, his peak, and you're basing it off of that.
But my thought was like, even if he wasn't at his peak. Even if he was below his peak, it was still worth it. It was still worth 55.
I agree, Keith. Tico's
Okay.
wrong and you're right.
Thanks, Enzo.
No, he's just doing a thing. He's on my side.
Fuck you, you smug bastard. Yes, I'm on Tico's side. You are wrong. 50 on fucking Rodri? You're out of your bloody mind. Then what happened? What
He got
happened?
injured the next game.
Wait, what did you do also in that season? Who else did you put money on?
Marino.
And then what happened?
He got injured. Then he broke his clavicle.
In training.
Yeah, then I had to pivot away. Yeah, it was brutal. It's been a very brutal.
Man.
So bad luck. And then I traded for Gabriel this year and he got injured. Remember that? Then I traded for Jack Grealish this year and he got injured.
Wow,
Remember
you're
these
a
things?
jinx, bro.
And then you dropped Bruno when he was healthy. When he never misses games.
Yeah. I blame Joan Ryan for that one. I'm blaming them.
See?
Pointing my finger at them. Okay, what about, let's talk, are there any other teams we want to talk about in this? Or is this kind of not, is this not really hitting the way that we wanted, that I thought it might?
I talk about Wolves.
I think Wolves is a very interesting one. It's a great one.
They're
Because
trending
they
up.
have some players that are actually been doing all right fantasy-wise.
Mm-hmm.
Right? You're looking at,
Akadori,
Yeah.
the other forward, what's his
And-
name?
Mateus Mane.
Mane, there you go. That
Yeah, he's
guy.
been really solid. I mean, we've talked about Hugo Bueno a lot, but now that he's back starting again,
Mhm.
and I think obviously this is going to come out probably after the Tuesday games, but like they do have a double game week, so it is interesting this week.
It is. Could be nice. I think Arsenal's got the better double game week where they got Wolves and who? Sunderland? No.
Bournemouth?
Is it?
What is it?
Brentford and Wolves.
Yeah.
There it is.
I mean, I have Gabriel, Jesus, Kai Havertz, Nouri Madueke, and
well, it didn't really work out well for you last week, did it? Keith?
No, it didn't at all. I played them all, and it was absolutely blindsided. But I think the one thing that's kind of an issue is that the Arsenal game is the last game of the week, so it's not like you can like figure it out. Like you can wait and see. You kind of have to have committed by the time that they play.
Here's a question for you both. Like, do you think double game weeks is like a must start for most players if they have a double game week? Do you go with that? Do you roll that dice?
I think if it's reasonable. I think if it's a reasonable player, yes. But I think I've been burned by this before, where you just like you start any odd name on a team because they have a double game week, and like if they're generating like 2.5 points a game already, like what's
for example, let's use Arsenal on Wolves as the example, right? You rather have one game of Declan Rice than 2 games of anyone on the Wolves squad, right? So I think it's the player who you have that.
Yeah, for most part.
Yeah, and also like for Arsenal, I don't know if you guys seen their schedule. So the first game is Thursday on the 12th. They have an FA Cup game on Sunday, which again, Wigan Athletics. So that's probably going to be mostly their B squad. Then Wednesday on the 18th, 3 days after, they play Wolves. And then 4 days after, they play Tottenham. Granted,
heavy rotation.
Yeah, so they have 4 games in 10 days. Granted, none of these teams are any good. But regardless, I mean, I guess Brentford's good. So their first game is good, and then it's all shitty teams fighting for relegation and stuff. So
I guess the question is like, I think let's look at I mean, this is kind of going to be a strange exercise because most people might have already decided this, but I think we can I think the Arsenal players kind of do themselves, right? Is there anyone you're not going to play on Arsenal? Like, would you consider not playing?
Saka.
Well, because he's injured.
You still play. He's
injured.
But like, would you consider not playing Nouri Madueke just because he sucked so bad last week? But like, I still think you'd play him, even though he got 0.5 points in 60 minutes.
What did he do the games before that?
He scored 28. He had a massive game before that. But yeah, so I still think you probably are going to start Nouri Madueke and just assume that even if he comes off the bench in one and starts the other, like you're going to get like 120 minutes out of him.
You definitely start Gyökeres because he's playing a team that's in relegation.
I mean, Sergei started Gyökeres against me off the bench last weekend, and that's why I lost.
Well, to be fair, he was sleeping when the game started.
I know, but still, it's either way, it didn't feel great. But
God.
I mean, so I guess like, let's look at the Wolves team because that's the one where I think where it's actually interesting because there are some players in Wolves where I would start over a lot of players with like a one-off. You know,
Because
and I
Strand
think that's like
Larson, was he even starting that much for Wolves, or wasn't he getting pulled
not by
out?
the end, no. Okay, like I think from a Wolves standpoint, like obviously Hugo Bueno, right? That's a
Yeah.
given.
Yeah. Well, hold up. Let me pull up, see who they're playing in the 2 games.
They play Nottingham Forest and Arsenal.
It brought up the Timberwolves schedule.
I think Tolu Akadore, I think yes. Mateus Mane, I think yes.
Yeah.
I think I might go with the new guy too, Gomez. Angel Gomez. I think if you have him, I think that might be interesting. But like even that, and then everyone else, I probably know. I'm probably gonna stay away from all those
You got
defenders.
Hugo Bueno. Mosquero
Other-
wasn't too bad either for defender wise.
All right. I think I have the best question in this. Jose Sa, do you start him? Because I say yeah. I think that's the one that you
He's
play.
going to be busy. He's going to be busy. Even on Forest, because Forest has a lot of counterattacks, but they take a lot of shots from outside the box.
Oh, you want to know his last 3 games, guys?
Who's?
Jose Sauce. So this is
Go
a
on.
perfect example of one that I would not start. Because I'm looking at his last 3 games. Chelsea lost. A 3-1 loss to Chelsea, scored 2.5 points. Bournemouth, a 2-0 loss to Bournemouth, he scored 4.25 points. City, a 2-0 loss to City, scored 2.25 points. So you're telling me like you don't want to take those two of those scores, you know, is like could not be worth. It could be less than like anyone else. So I don't know. And like considering they're playing Arsenal and considering that Arsenal is like kind of been scoring a lot of goals recently, like they kind of moved away from being like a 1-0 team into scoring like 3 to 4. What, you think that's not true, Tigo? They scored 7 goals the last 2 at least.
They lost to Arsenal. They scored 2, and then they scored 4 against Leeds.
What are you talking about?
Arsenal.
Wolves?
Yeah, but you
Oh,
said
sorry.
lost.
Yeah.
I'm talking about, but I'm saying Arsenal's been scoring a lot of goals.
7 in the last 2, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm saying like Wolves. I don't love that if you're thinking starting Jose's off. So you're talking potential. There can be some negative points there.
Yeah.
But I also think they're not going to play the best squad against. I think that might be
That's
again where
fair.
you
That's
get.
fair. But they still have good depth. And Havertz got an assist last game. Jesus scored the game before that. Saka wasn't scoring any goals anyway. What he was doing was running in and crossing the ball in. Just saying. I think they're doing better than I think Martinelli's been coming off the bench with energy. I think Madueke has his moments and is more direct than Saka. So
have I told you guys my Arsenal and Saka theory?
No, what is it?
2 years ago, when I felt like Odegaard had his breakout year when he was the main guy, I felt like their games were more attack heavy when everything ran through him, and it was more exciting compared to when Saka, quote unquote, became the focus of their offense.
Like the talisman or whatnot.
Yeah.
But I think unfortunately Odegaard just hasn't gone back to that. You know.
Yeah. I mean,
There's Arsenal. They have a weird thing where like there's like remember that season Martinelli had like a phenomenal season.
Yeah, 2 years ago.
Yeah, it was 3 years ago maybe. And then he has not really been able to do that since. And then you look at Odegaard had like a phenomenal like season or season and a half, like maybe 2 seasons, and then has been pretty like I don't know. It's just interesting what's going on there.
Yeah.
What do we think about Kai Havertz?
I think he's now playing a what's you call that, a role?
Yeah.
Like he's just playing a role, so he's not looked at as someone who's meant to score. I think he's more a facilitator. I think he's being brought back in slowly but surely. Has he played a full 90 minutes? I don't think so.
No, he's played about like 60. He's played.
Yeah.
Let's look here. He's played 3 games.
66 and 60.
Yeah.
I don't think. Yeah. So they're easing them back in, and honestly, they can do that with the depth they have. So when you only play that many minutes, I know it's a lot and it's more than a half, but you want to see a full 90.
I think there's going to be some people that are going to get kind of burned by the Arsenal double game week. As far as like they're going to start someone and they're not going to get the time, the game that they're hoping. And I think that person is probably going to be me. It's with the Arsenal players I have being Gabriel Jesus, Kai Havertz, and Noni Madueke. Like someone's missing out there. Someone's not going to be playing those.
Yeah, of course. And one of them might just play one game.
Yeah, true.
So you don't get really hurt unless they just have a really shitty game.
Sure.
I think the defender should do well.
Gabriel would do well. Yeah. I think the issue with the defenders would be like the Calafiori, like Timber, Gabriel, Saliba, yes, but like Calafiori might rotate in and out with someone with
Who's
MLS
back?
or with someone. Yeah, so I'm just
Mhm.
saying. So like that's another spot where it might get a little tricky from that perspective.
Mm.
Oh, anything else we want to talk about, guys?
I was looking at Tottenham's schedule because
Oof.
this whole relegation talk got me curious to see how like their year ends, and I was hoping like the other London teams would be playing like the Burnleys and the West Ham so they could bench him and lose on purpose. It's kind of a friendly end towards the schedule.
It is. It's who are some of the teams that play?
So the last 5 games: Wolves, Villa, Leeds, Chelsea, Everton.
Yeah, but we still got to play what, Man City again, don't we?
No.
Oh no, we play them twice. We play them twice.
Yeah.
Already.
Arsenal, Liverpool, and you guys are getting Arsenal when they have like 4 games in 10 days. So that's man.
I just don't want Arsenal to win. Shall I be fucking honest? I'm gonna tell
I
you
mean
right
that game this weekend felt like that would have been it
if Man
if
City,
City
lost.
didn't win. Yeah.
Keith,
I'm gonna
are you like super against Arsenal winning as well, or you're like whatever?
I would prefer them not to win.
Well, obviously, but
Man City
it's
to
not
win
like But you've seen your team win an EPL, so it's not like wait. You would take Man City
over Arsenal.
Yes,
Yeah.
all day.
My God, without a doubt. Do you know any Man City? Do you know any Man City fans?
Thank you.
No, I know way too many Arsenal fans that are so annoying.
They're so annoing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you this right now. If Arsenal wins, congratulations here. Wait.
Yeah.
If Arsenal wins, congratulations here. I'm deleting my social media.
Isn't that kind of redundant saying Arsenal fan and being annoying?
Why?
It's like a double.
Yeah, it's like repetitive.
Yeah.
You know the only unannoying Arsenal fan I've met, but it's still slightly annoying?
Nate.
What happened to my focus?
Nate.
Yeah, Nate's not super annoying.
Like he's also, a nice guy.
He's a nice guy, but he'll do little things where you're like, okay, you like you're not being annoying, but like
what is happening here?
There. The implications there.
No, he listens to the podcast. Fuck Nate. I hate that guy. So stupid.
Nate'll like send an article and Nate'll send an article be like, oh, this is interesting. And you're like, okay, you want to be like
passive aggressive fuck. He lives in Portugal, right?
Yeah, he does.
Yeah. One of my favorite countries. Worst part about Portugal is Nate.
I wanted to talk, like, I guess real quick, I wanted to ask you guys about a few, what's going on with some players like Yakuba Minteh and stuff like that, where they come back from injury?
Why are you doing this, Keith? Don't do this again. Don't stop trying to pull out like things about the players that you have on your team. We're not going to answer them.
I think that's a valid one though. Like, I think
it is a valid one. He came off the bench.
No, he just hasn't been. He was like the 12th ranked player overall, and then he got injured with a dead leg, and then he didn't play. And now he's back, but he's plays for Brighton, and now he's been back, but he's only playing for like 20 minutes at a time.
But who's Brighton? We know about Brighton, don't we?
What do we know about? What do you mean?
They fucking rotate players.
Yeah, but he was like the one guy that wasn't rotating.
There's a different hero every week, but you know what's changed at Brighton?
What?
Pascal Gross, baby. He's back. He's Captain. He's Captain America. Minteh's only Ant-Man. He just shows up every once in a while.
I like that. Okay, that made me feel a little better about it, even though it didn't give me any sort of solace. But at least it was funny.
You should get rid of Minteh. You want to trade? I'll trade you.
Yeah, please. I'd get rid of Minteh. No, I don't know. I might hold on to him. I don't know. So many choices, so many things. Every decision I make is the wrong one. So I'm just crippled now. Now I'm not going to do anything. I'm just frozen.
Well,
okay. How? Okay, are we done, guys? Anything else you want to talk about?
You're gonna be. Can we end it on a positive note? Congratulations, Tico.
Oh, yeah.
But Tico as a lady friend, officially off the market.
Thank God.
And then also, what about congratulations to me? I have a daughter now.
Oh yeah,
you guys didn't even bring that up.
Well, we were trying to keep your stuff away until you came back.
You keep trying to keep my life private. My private life private. That's fair.
Just FYI, Gianfranco Zola's a beautiful name.
It's funny because my daughter's name is Zola, but it's funny because that was on a list that my wife sent to me, and I was like, I like that name. But it's like I like that name. I wouldn't have just done it for that. But it's a nice little.
She took your wife's last name, right?
No, wait. The girl? My
Yeah,
daughter?
your daughter.
Has my wife's last name?
Didn't she?
She has my last name.
Oh, because when you sent it, you didn't put Dempsey. I thought you put her last name in the when you said the name.
Oh, did
Well,
I?
Yes,
If I
yeah.
did, it was because I was delusional and like which just had been up for like a million hours.
Am I crazy?
I
I've
might have
done-
done it by mistake. I'm very possible. No, it's on the birth certificate. It's Zola
Is it
Dempsey.
so there's no middle name?
Middle name is Shay, on my wife's
gonna-
sister. And like
I was gonna say if it was Zola
Yeah.
Di Matteo Dempsey,
I put the wrong thing on the.
Zola Shea Kofini.
Oh yeah, that's wrong. That's wrong. I
I
think he has the
would've-
wrong last
It
name.
should have been Zola Di Matteo Dempsey.
That is funny.
Oh, there's so many good ones.
So I've been trying to convince my girlfriend not to do. So we're saying it. The person I'm talking with, I'm trying to convince her not to do like Valentine's Day present.
Okay.
Don't do that. That's always gonna blow up in your face. There's no way
Yeah.
that doesn't blow up in your face.
Unless no, bro, don't do it. You can
So-
only do that once you've been with someone for a long time, and even after that, you still got to get them something.
So I'm gonna get her flowers, obviously,
Yeah, okay.
and I think I'm just gonna have like a small backup present in case she has something for me, so I don't look stupid.
Yeah, but if you better no, don't do a small backup present. It better be a fucking backup.
I think
present,
the only way you ever want to do that is if you tell them no presents, but then you just do that so they don't get you anything and you get them something. So
that's the only
the only way.
That's the only
That's the
way,
only way
you
you're
do it.
gonna win. That's the
No,
only
but
way
then
you're
I'll
gonna
make
win.
her feel bad. And, I don't like making people feel bad because
No, but you shouldn't be doing
No,
this at all.
but
You
they-
should never.
but
You
they
shouldn't be
won't
doing
feel
this at all.
bad.
I'm saying that if you are gonna try and pull some shenanigans like that,
Yeah, if
what's
you
the
wanna-
point?
if
What
you
are you?
wanna
Are
still
you,
be
why
in
are
this
you being like
relationship?
cheap? Yeah. What's going on?
Yeah,
why
you
are you
still-
even trying to do this in the first place?
firstly, I think Valentine's Day is a
No,
bullshit day.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
It doesn't-
Yes.
yeah.
No,
That's
completely agree
beside
with
the
you.
point.
No,
Yeah.
but that's completely beside the point.
Yes.
What
completely.
does she think about Valentine's
Yeah, what does she-
Day?
exactly.
You fucking dumbass.
She's not like huge on it too. Also, I have the perfect excuse
Bro.
for Valentine's Day. My mom has a flower shop, so I lie and I say I'm gonna help her with deliveries.
Bro, what are
Why are
you
you
doing?
doing this on? You're admitting this to the internet right now.
She's not gonna watch this. I've been using that excuse for ever since 2008.
Keith, I'm starting just to understand, Keith.
Why he's
You know what I
single?
mean?
Why he's been single?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
No,
not
I
making
thought
sense.
I thought I understood before, but now I further understand. 'cause
Agreed, fully.
But like it's like you guys have won the Champions League once, but I have like a shitload of second division championships.
No, you've only made it to the final, and you've lost every time.
No.
We made to the final and we won. I've got
No.
the trophy.
no. I'm more.
And then I do repeats every year because for my anniversary.
No,
Whereas-
I'm more like I get my team to the final and then I fire Jose Mourinho 6 days prior because I don't want to commit to winning the title.
That's probably a closer one.
Yeah, probably closer. You feel fucking horrible.
All right, boys. This has been
Yeah.
episode 124 of Draft Offsides. My name is Keith. I'm with Tigo and Enzo. Return
Follow
to
us.
normal kind of schedule next week where we'll do a little bit more recaps and we'll go into depth on stuff more. Thanks for hanging out with us. Follow us at Draft Offsides on all the places.
All the
Cool.
places.
Good to have you back, Keith. I like this more. Just like be in the background, make a couple of like dick jokes here and there.
Yeah.
I thought you did good.
No.
I liked your little.
I was gonna say the
your
first
headline
episode-
section.
First episode was good.
I thought all
but
the
then-
episodes were good.
No, I think
First
the
episode
second
was the best though. First
first-
episode was the best because you guys took it very seriously. It was like
Well,
it
was the one we were least prepared for.
yeah, but you had a lot of I feel like you made a lot of like good. You had a lot of good talking points or something. I don't know what it
Yeah.
was. Something about it where I was like, oh, that was a good argument. You know?
Maybe.
Sergey said the same thing. Like the first episode is like it felt like more natural, and I think like afterwards, like I don't know if like we were in our heads, like trying to do more prep for it. But I also thought like from the first episode, like the whole Chelsea situation when Enzo
That
said
was
we're not,
perfect.
I was like, oh man, this is gonna be awesome.
Wait, what did you do?
When we skipped Chelsea, we went right past it.
That's funny.
You know what was? I knew it was the end of it on the second episode that we did was when he started bringing out sound bites, and I was like, this guy's been watching other people's podcasts. He's trying to do fucking.
Should I bring something up? Hold up.
No, bro.
Wait.
All right, lads,
wait.
I've got to go have dinner. So,
No, you have
a
time.
lovely day. No, I don't. All right. Okay. All right, I'm out.
Is that
That's
what is it? Is that from-
That's
is that
The
Office?
Office.
Office, Michael Scott.
Michael Scott.
I've had this app since we started the podcast like a year ago, like second season. I just never used it.
We started the podcast almost 2 years ago, guys.
No, but I know I got this. Yeah, this is year 3.
Is it? I thought it was longer.
Whoa. This
No,
is year
year
3 of
three.
us doing the podcast. Year 2 of you're the first year of us doing the podcast. Nobody listened. I don't think anyone listens now, but nobody listened the first
What
year.
do you mean? We got 200 followers on YouTube, bro.
198.
Whatever. I've round up.
Yeah, but we had I'm like I think we're gonna do well when the draft comes up again, because that's when people really actually care.
I think that's when you can get some new followers.
And the World
for
Cup.
sure.
And the
Yeah,
World Cup.
should we do a World Cup thing like we did with the Euros? Remember we did a Euros?
I don't think we should do. I don't know if we should like build teams or I mean, I'm sure like FIFA will come out with some kind of a platform
like
for them.
the
But
same way they did Euros. I'm sure it'll be the same. It's
Yeah,
kind of
yeah.
lame, but it is what it is. Yeah.
yeah, we can fuck around with something.
It's going to be
Yeah.
fun. It's going to be tough, though.